Hey guys, back here with a video that's a week overdue. I was planning on doing this for the first week of the football season, but just didn't get around to it. So this is basically all my non-binder Giants cards, mostly hits, and a few cards that are just kind of thick, so I didn't want to put them into the binder sheets. For example, this first one is a gold standard Y.A. Tittle, number to 299. Here's another one that's kind of thick, a Topps Legends Y.A. Tittle, and a Phil Simms from that same set. Another Phil Simms, looks like that's from Topps Tribute. And now we get into some Kerry Collins stuff. There's a relic from Upper Deck. He was a decent quarterback, took them to one Super Bowl. They ended up losing that Super Bowl to the Ravens, but that Ravens team that they lost to had one of the best defenses I ever saw, so no shame in losing to them. Here's another Collins relic. I always kind of liked him. He came around at a time where the Giants offense hadn't been good for a really long time. So when he got here, along with some of the other offensive weapons they surrounded him with, the Giant offense was finally fun to watch. That was around the time I really started watching like every game, every season. So there's one more Kerry Collins. That one's numbered at a 300 from Upper Deck Sweet Spot. Here's another guy from around that same time. I have these all kind of sorted by eras, kind of players that played together. So there's a Jesse Armstead, defensive player from around that time. Really solid defensive player. The Giants overall throughout their history have been known for their defense. Somehow they always end up with really good defensive players. Here's another Jesse Armstead, pictured with the Giants but says Redskins there. That was towards the end of his career. He played, I think, 1 or 2 seasons with the Redskins, then came back as a coach with the Giants. Here's a Greg Camella. I remember he was a fullback around that time. What's cool about this is there's another fullback back there from the Packers, William Henderson. So that's from Pacific Vanguard. Just one of the cool things Pacific used to do back then. Here's another defensive player, Jason Sehorn, cornerback on a co-signers. On the back of that one, you got Aaron Glenn from the Jets. Always love those old co-signers cards. Here's some Tiki Barber stuff. There's a Bowman Gold. He was a really solid running back. Took him a few years to get going, but once he kind of figured things out, put up some good numbers. Here's a relic from Leaf Certified Materials. That's the red parallel at a 150. There's another Tiki relic. This one's from Crown Royale. That one's at a 299. Can't really see it there. Another Leaf Certified Materials Tiki. This one's numbered to 25. Here's some Amani Toomer stuff. Leaf Certified Materials Mirror Red at a 100. Another Amani. He was one of my favorite Giants. Wasn't really like super talented or anything, but just a hard worker and consummate professional. Really worked at becoming a really good receiver. So that one has a little bit of stitching there. Yet another Leaf Certified Materials. That one's numbered to 81, his jersey number. Here was another great set, Topps Pristine. Those are not numbered. Here's a nice triple with Amani Toomer, Ike Hilliard, and Ron Dane. That one's at a 100. Now we move on to the Jeremy Shockey stuff. And I'm planning on splitting this into multiple parts, so I'll probably end part 1 with the Jeremy Shockey stuff. There's a Topps Pristine rookie, encased, numbered to 999. Always liked Shockey, even though he was a bit of a jerk at times to the media and to other players. But he played with a lot of energy and a lot of swagger. Kind of similar to the way Odell Beckham is now. Bit of a problem child at times, but really exciting to watch. A lot of times he'd catch the ball, and instead of going out of bounds, he'd try to run over the defenders. Would fumble sometimes because of that. Would also get injured a lot because of that. That's numbered to 800. But yeah, like I said, fun to watch, but I'm sure he was a headache for the coaching staff. This one's out of 500. As you can see, a lot of this stuff was numbered much higher back then. And Shockey was technically part of the 07 Super Bowl team, but he didn't play that entire playoff run because he was injured and then got traded that offseason. This is one of my favorite ones. I always liked that SPX design from that year. That's his rookie year, 2002. That one's at a $9.99. This one's cool with a couple pieces of the face mask from Leaf Rookies and Stars at a $2.50. So Bowman's Best. That's a blue parallel. Numbered to $3.99. This is another one of my favorites. I think this is the first card of him that I ever had from Playoff Absolute. Jersey relic, football relic at a $8.25. Again, kind of high numbering. Here's a Boss Hogs relic at a $1.50. Here's a triple relic with Shockey and Tony Gonzalez, Ben Watson, numbered to 25. I think those are supposed to be patches, but they're all single color. There's a big swatch from SPX, numbered to $3.50. And this one I got recently from Just the Bears, so thanks again for that, Robert. And the last Shockey is from Playoff Honors, dual football relic with Daniel Graham, not numbered. I'll show this card too because it's from the same set, but this one has Tim Carter, Josh Reed, and this one is a quad. On the back has Liddell Betts and TJ Duckett. That one is numbered at a 500. And so that's going to wrap up the first video. It's probably going to be like 3 or 4 videos overall, so I'll see you all soon.